Yes, guys, what is going on? Welcome to episode 20 of the Under 23 Sorare Road to Glory. If you're new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. And if you do enjoy the series and the episode, please do give it a like. If you're completely new to Sorare, there is a link in the description of this video that will get you £50, dollars, or euros of free market credits once you purchase your first 5 cards from the auctions or instant buy, I believe. Episode 20 then, let's recap last weekend. I've made a couple of sales, which should prove to be a good bit of business, if I don't say so myself. And yeah, let's just get straight into things then. So last weekend, what was it? Game week 35? Game week 35, we're looking ahead this weekend to game week 37. There's one thing that sticks out like a sore thumb here, isn't it, lads? And that is blinking Joshua Ray. We sold our beloved Tobe Layson, and Layson's been on an absolute heater ever since we've sold him. We sold him for profit, like it worked out well for us on paper, I guess. But as far as the scores that our replacement Joshua Ray are bringing in, it's just not really comparing, is it? And as you can see here, has basically let this lineup down, if we're being honest. I mean, I'm still 100 points away from a card reward. 400 points, by the way, in Division 3 is pretty tough for a Tier 5. But yeah, I would have won a box. I might have got promoted, but probably not, had I kept Layson. But, it's all if, buts, and maybes. But yeah, Jacob Brown on absolute flames right now, the kid is. Captaincy was wrong. Affengrubber absolutely smashed it. Sago, no goals again in that Varazdean game. Or for Varazdean, sorry. Yeah, on a bit of a dry patch. But keeper obviously lets us down there. Hopefully he keeps his spot. His price has actually increased because of, the SPFL playing during this sort of Christmas break period. But yeah, didn't go to plan there. Danilo Vega got a red card. Dakovic we knew was suspended. Savage didn't do too much at all. 6 AA. To be fair, they conceded 4 goals. So that's actually not terrible considering that. And he got a couple of fouls and yellow cards. We got our captaincy right. Jankovic did score a goal away to Hadjic. Tough game. And Big Sternberg, by the way, is making a name for himself over in Belgium. Nearly 19 AA against away to Club Bruges, which is very impressive. He is our one and only Sorare Pro card reward, and it's looking like that he's got a starting place in that Genk team. So really impressed with him. We got our captaincy right in our 4-man effort. Vargas, I think, started, as did Kraus, and as did Klein Hansel, but they got battered 5-1. So yeah, overall really annoying. Got our captaincy wrong, cost us a box, and our goalkeeper shot the bed. So yeah, there's some good scores there. Again, is there a team? No, because Dakovic was suspended, so we only had one keeper to choose from, and he ended up scoring equal to what Dakovic did anyway. So there was basically no point in having a goalkeeper that weekend. But in other news, in maybe more positive news, we've made a few sales over this midweek. So this is game week 36, I believe. Yeah, which is the midweek. Conference League's playing. There's a little bit of La Liga maybe. And there is a bit of La Liga 2. And we ended up selling one of our Affengrubbers for £3. So we had 2. We bought one for 54 pence back in the day, a couple of weeks ago. And we made £2.46 profit on him, lads. Like, I can't say no to that. He was playing in the midweek, or is playing. I think he's playing right now, actually, as I'm recording this on Thursday. And I didn't have a team to put around him. And sometimes, especially knowing I have 2 of him, you've got to cash in on situations like that. His price has already dropped, I think. If we look at, I've updated this. This happened like 10 minutes ago. He's back down to £1.73 because the game week's closed, if that makes sense. Like the utility is done at this point because people have used him and bought him and whatever. So, we took advantage of that. We had to, so this lineup here with him in it, I believe I sold this one. This got relegated in the end because cancelled the lineup. Like because I wanted to sell the player, I had to cancel the lineup. That's the whole list or play feature that Sorare brought in quite a while ago now. So yeah, I didn't care though. I wasn't winning anything anyway. Who cares if I get relegated? £2.46 profit. Sign me up all day. And as you can see below that, we sold Dion Bello, our beloved forward. £1.71 profit. We doubled our money effectively on him. Again, he was playing in this midweek. And the reason why I was less inclined to sell him than I was maybe the Affengrubber was because the Austrian League go on a bit of a hefty winter break. So selling him, yeah, he's a good player for us and stuff, but we've made double our money on him almost, and we're not going to be able to use him anyway for the next 2 months. So why don't I sell him to somebody that wants to use him in this Conference League week? It just makes complete sense. I go home a winner, and so does the person getting the utility out of him, as long as he maybe plays well this midweek. Anyway, our total balance now is looking a bit healthier at nearly £7. So we do have a bit of a cushion now with the profit that we made on those cards. The gallery value is at £43.26 based off of floor price. I did all this literally 10 minutes ago, so it is as up to date as it possibly can be. As far as the price movements go, I was surprised to see Clarkson's, even though I'm still in the red on him, like I paid £3 for him, his price has doubled. Again, it might be the SPFL, the Scottish League utility, that's going to come really, really handy in the next couple of weeks. Let's say Sago went down marginally. I tried to sell Sago and Leopold before last week's deadline, but nobody came in to buy them, so they stayed in the gallery. Leopold didn't score very well. His price has gone down a little bit, but he's got a good matchup this weekend, so we'll see if we end up getting rid of him, if we end up selling him. Brown is up to our most expensive card right now at just under £7. We have the in-season Jacob Brown. He's on fire, and he has a good matchup this weekend. So that could be a really good selling opportunity. That would give us over 100% profit on him. And I am quite tempted to maybe take that, to be honest, even though he's been phenomenal. We'll get into some lineup building as well. And like I mentioned already, Ray is up. Like, we paid just under £5 for him. He's at just over £6 right now, again, because of that SPFL utility we mentioned a few weeks ago. Like, that was my goal, to kind of get a cohort of Scottish League players, because they do play over this Christmas period, and not many other leagues do outside of the Premier League. So, it's kind of working out for us. It's just whether or not we want to take profit on these cards or use them. That's the whole list or play your card, right? So, yeah, we're in a fine enough position. Like, total balance plus gallery value, we're at £50. Like, we're looking healthy still. I know we've been, in and around that mark for the last few weeks. Like, we haven't had any big wins, or I'm not playing Rivals as much as I was because I've just lost interest. And I see a lot of you guys in the comments tell me the same thing. And yeah, I don't know whether Rivals is just on the back burner now for Sorare. I'm not too sure. But regardless, it's not really in my wheelhouse right now. I'm more concentrating on what we got to do for Sorare Pro. Anyway, let's get into some lineup building then for this upcoming weekend. Thankfully, Dakovic is back. There's one more game in the Croatian League before that goes on break. So we do have Joshua Ray and we do have Dakovic back. But unfortunately, lads, in really not great situations. Sibaneka at home to Hadjic splits. So at least Dakovic is at home, which makes me feel a little bit better. And then Joshua Ray plays away to Hearts, who, to be fair, haven't been great in the league. Hearts, that is. And they do play in the Conference League as well. But as you can see, the odds on them, they're not looking great in our favour, are they? So I'm going to leave the goalkeeper for now, I'm going to, move on to midfielders. I think Nico Jankovic and Leopold probably nick the extra position and the midfielder slot. So I'm going to do that for now in case there might be two forwards we might want to use. I don't think there is, though, really. What is the script with Celtic and Adam Ida? We're over on Predictify right now. Celtic was updated 38 minutes ago. And it looks like Kyogo has the edge slightly on Adam Ida. So potentially Ida from the bench seems like a bit of a... seems like what could happen. It looks like a bit of a coin toss, really. And I don't really want to take that risk. So I think Jacob Brown comes in as our starting forward. In defence, Klein Hansel's playing at home to second in the league, Cologne. Doesn't seem great. And our Dundee boys are playing at home to Celtic. Again, doesn't seem great. Ignore some of these cards, lads. A lot of these are giveaway cards, and that does remind me I will be giving away a few cards in this video. Leave a like on the video. Comment below your Sorare gallery name, and I will send a couple of cards out to a couple of you guys in the comment section just for engaging. But yeah, a couple of these cards aren't related to the Road to Glory, so you can kind of disregard them. But, these two Dundee players are, as is Danilo Vega, even though he's suspended. And then, of course, our one and only Affengrubber. I think we do have to probably play Affengrubber, depending on what happens with him right now. Like I said, he literally is playing as we speak, I believe. Let's have a look. Oh, no, he's playing for 20 minutes. So, yeah, hopefully he comes out of that unscathed. And then it's just a case of who do we pick for our goalkeeper? Like, it's really tough. I think I am probably more inclined just to back the home fixture, even though Hadjic Split are a very good team. And they do score goals away from home. Like, I'm not going to dispute that. But, like, Gorica beat them, away. They drew 2-0 with Ozchek. Like, they're not necessarily scoring more than 3 in many games, which makes me feel like, you know what? If Dakovic can get the all-around score, I'm pretty happy with that. And as a team, 74 lineup strength score is actually okay, considering we're not bare bones right now, but we're not necessarily blessed with loads of options. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I really, really do. Let's go Joshua Ray then in goal. We either back the Dundee boys, which it's a tough ask, isn't it, at home to Celtic. They could get a bit of AA, but I worry about the goals conceded. Julian Bass has made a comeback. We've mentioned we've been waiting for that for a while. He plays against Ajax, which is a tough game. Leighton Clarkson scored 100 points almost last weekend, and we didn't take advantage of it. And Kenzo ended up getting an assist as well out of nowhere against Pompey. They play away to Luton, so actually Tom Krause and Kenzo are playing against each other. But we might actually have to play them both in a lineup. I'm just going to have a look at what the Rangers script is. Okay, so Barron's at 30%, so they don't reckon Barron plays, which I can kind of understand. We either take a gamble on Sternberg, who I think is at 50-50 if we go over to Challenger and go into Genk. Let's have a look. Yeah, against Anderlecht, tough game. He's on to start. Let me have a look at the notes. Questa will replace Sadiq. If Bonsu is 100% fit again, I expect him to start. So it looks like Sternberg has been playing because Bonsu Bar has not necessarily been fit. So I think Sego probably gets our striker spot. I think I'm going to go Kenzo and Tom Krause. Sorry, I didn't mean to go Vargas there. Back to Sego. I can't risk those Dundee boys, lads. It just could be a bloodbath, couldn't it, that Celtic game? And so for that reason, I'm going to go with this. The Sego fixture's tough, but we know what he's like. He could do well. Dynamo do like to concede goals from time to time, so it's not out of the realm that that he gets a half decent score there, and that's why I'm gonna back him. Now, we could do potentially a four-man effort here with Ross Sinclair in goal. We will have to be forced to play one of the Dundee boys. We'll go Julian Bass, and we'll go Ida and Sternberg in here. It's 62 rated. It's whatever. It could be a four-man effort, and I'd be more than happy with that. So this is what we're going in with then for this upcoming weekend. The first lineup, outside of the keeper, is relatively strong. I'm not in love with the David Affengrubber fixture, but we know we can do 40 AA away from home if Elche keep a clean sheet and they're on their game. So I'm honestly okay with it. We have two main lineups, of course, with two keepers playing this weekend. Thankfully, last weekend, we didn't have that luxury. And then in the third lineup, it's a four-man effort at best. Maybe 3.5 if Noah Sternberg doesn't play. I am quite, like I said, I do have a bit of a cash balance right now. I don't think we need another player, really. I'm not, like I said, with the whole Scottish League thing that I've done, the strategy, it hasn't worked yet, but I haven't needed it to work yet because other leagues are still playing. I think next weekend and then maybe the weekend after is where I'm hoping the strategy can really come into its own. And at that point there, I'll reassess and go, okay, I have 1.5 lineups worth of players. Maybe I do get another Joshua Ray. I mentioned that in the last episode that I might potentially do it. His price has obviously increased a little bit. So I am a little bit cautious on that. We'll see how this weekend goes first. And then maybe his price drops a little bit. And I'll assess it from there, basically. And see if we can go in with 2 Scottish League under-23 sides for the upcoming schedule. But for now, I'm really happy with how it's going. I know we haven't been that successful recently, but as far as sells and what we're doing with how the cash balance is, how the gallery value is, that is a success. It's just we're not winning that much from a week-to-week basis. Our wins are coming from card sales, which is fine. There's more than one way to play this game. There's you can win cards in the game, you can win cash in the game, or you can be a bit more of a trader and you can win cash or earn cash that way. So, and that's kind of what I'd like to think I've illustrated a little bit here, where you can sell into demand and still make a bit of a profit if you've bought for a relatively cheaper price when the player wasn't in as much of demand. And yeah, there's small wins to be had in a variety of different ways. So I'm going to export these lineups. I say every week, but this Sorare data export button saves my life a lot of the time, especially on deadline day when I'm putting in all my other lineups. But anyway, that should be done. We'll give that a quick refresh. We'll scroll down to the bottom, which is where under 23 should be. And boom. Do we have any Friday night action? We don't. Oh, we do. Kenzo and Tom Krause both play Friday, so that's a bit scary. I am going to make my warm-up beginners, best of Europe team quickly. So what is the rules this time round? Players from the top 5 leagues. Okay, let's get this team in nice and quickly then. It's free to play. I mean, there's no downside to doing it. Let's go De Gea at home to Udinese. I do like that as a fixture. We have quite a few limiteds here, but they're all giveaway cards. I won't use them in the series because I feel like it's kind of cheating. I love the Antoine Robinson, the Jedi fixture this weekend at home to Southampton. You know what? I'm gonna back Harry Wilson, lads. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is and back Harry Wilson and back the Fulham boys. Up front, Diallo could be a nice option. We could go Saka, Lewandowski. Forward's a little bit tricky, I'd say, this week. Like, there's no unbelievable matchups, is there? You know what? I'm going to go Rodrigo at home to Sevilla. I like the sound of that. And then for our extra position, I'm going to partner him with Hey Jude. If it's going to allow me to do that, maybe not. Might have to manually find him. There's he. There's Jude Bellingham and Harry Wilson in the same lineup. And you know what? I'm giving the armband to Harry Wilson. He deserves it. Hopefully Harry Wilson doesn't DMP now. But that is my best of Europe team for this upcoming weekend. I encourage you guys to play it. If you're brand new, even if you haven't even signed up to Sorare yet, go sign up. Link in the description and go and get your best of Europe team in. You can win cards. You can win probably some. I was going to say, yeah, there's. But you can win Bundesliga tickets this weekend. Bundesliga tickets, yeah, for the top 3, and then 4th to 5th win a official club jersey, and then there's cards down to 10th place. Again, it's not easy to win, but it's free, so you might as well just play. Anyway, lads, I really do appreciate you. I wish you all the best for this upcoming weekend. Leave a like on the video if you haven't already. Enter the giveaway by commenting below your Sorare gallery name. Good luck this weekend, and I shall see you guys in the next episode.